Hello there all you absolutely magnificent people, and welcome back to another live stream of An Ecologist Plays, where we talk about nature while playing games. And well, we are back in Dawn of Man, back here in our little Stone Age village. And well, it's actually a perfect time to start, because right over here, as you may realize from the more dramatic music that's playing, we've got 3 raiders approaching. So one with a bow, one with a spear, and one with, I don't know what. What have you got? I don't know. You've got probably like his fists. Looks, oh, he's got a whip. A sling. That's not a whip, that's a sling. This is not a Stone Age Indiana Jones. This is just a person with a sling. Okay, so those are the 3 weapons we are up against. It should be fine. We are just going to quickly raise the alarm and then get ready for the chaos that is coming. Now, I just also want to double check, because, well, we have winter almost being here. Winter is very, very close. And we had some animals, yeah, technically there would still be 3 animals without shelter. So we're going to have to wrap this up as quickly as we can and then finish building the stables on this side. So I've got a whole bunch of stables being built. This one needs 1 mud, that one needs 1 mud, and then hopefully they can bring the mud here soon and we can actually, you know, build that as soon as we finish up the raider attacks. So let's just get them to come and attack us, and then we'll just defend ourselves against them. Let's just speed it up a little bit. Let's see, they're most likely coming over here. Now I have got around in this mountain pass, I have got my 2 watchtowers. Alright, so where are my peoples? You guys, no, I don't want you here, I want you all here. I should have checked that earlier. So let's just gathering area, please come and gather. Oh, it's invalid location. Wow, that sucks. Anyway, so all of these guys, please come running to this side. We've got the raiders coming closer, and we may just be in time to get rid of them. Hello there, Johan. Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. And of course, Fireduck, hello there as well. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful weekend. So there we go. So our towers are, of course, attacking. So there's the old raider there with the spear. There's another old one here with the sling, and then an adult one here with the bow. Okay, so that's what we're up against. I don't think it's going to be too challenging. It should be quite alright. We're just going to, you know, kill these people as quickly as possible. There's 1 down. And that's another old one down. And then that should be the last one right up there. And he is also dead. Great stuff. And the tower is slightly damaged, but not too bad. Okay, everybody, go back to your normal business. Okay, so we've killed more raiders. Great stuff. Ah, right, so now that we have dealt with that, let's quickly have a look here, because, well, it is autumn, as I've said, winter is almost here. And we have 43 animals at the moment, but only space for 40, which is a slight problem. So what we have got is we've got this stable almost being built, almost finished building. This one here, almost finished building. I think I tried to put, oh, I was going to put one up here as well. No idea, or maybe I didn't. I suspect I ended up not doing that. Alright, so we've got 2 being built. We also have quite a few crop fields in this area over here as well, because again, the idea is that we want to have as eco-friendly or as environmentally orientated city or settlement as possible. And for this, instead of clearing the trees, we're actually just going to build amongst the trees. Likewise, up here, I've got a few different fields. So we've got flax over there, we've got peas over there, we've got flax over there, we've got einkorn over here, and emmer over here. So a few different crops, except for the flax, which is repeating here, but generally different crops, so a bit of biodiversity there. So it's not just a monoculture, just one species that we're cultivating here. We've got a whole bunch of different fields, and also just among the trees. We're not chopping out any trees here to make room for our crops. Okay, we also have our grains here, our emmer and our einkorn, ready to be harvested. In the meantime, I've been hunting a few things, a whole bunch of things. I've hunted 2 more mammoths off screen. Most of the time what happened is, when I have like 15 minutes or so available, I just quickly played a bit of Dawn of Man just to kind of make progress. As you can see here, we haven't made as much progress as I would have hoped. We don't, for example, have a wall all around our settlement yet. So that will hopefully come this evening, and we are also going to, of course, this evening head into the Copper Age. And then from there, we'll see what we do and where we go. Yes, thank you for the notification that we don't have enough stable space. I am very well aware that we don't have enough stable space, but please, please, please come and build these stables, and then we will have the enough stable space. Okay, there's also one stable I want to build here as well. All right. So now we're just waiting. Everybody, please bring me some mud. What have you got? You're carrying all kinds of other stuff. Not actually bringing mud. Someone will hopefully bring mud to one of these two stables very, very soon. So let's see what's happened in the meantime. Also is that I've lost a few goats because there was a disease outbreak with our goats, and I think we lost 2. 7 got infected, 5 I think survived, and only 2 actually died, which, you know, those are acceptable losses. It's not great, but it is acceptable. Our population has increased to 58, almost at the 60 total we can support at the moment. So that's nice. I've also built a cheesemaker here, and I've built a weaver over here as well. Since we do now have wool coming in, we may as well, you know, make some wool clothes. And then also linen clothes. We're also going to... Oh, I think 3 animals are possibly going to die now because the stables are still not done. Come on, people. Just 2 mud, please. 2 mud, and then we are done. But no, I don't think anybody is bringing me mud. Doesn't look like it yet. So yeah, so I had some time to play between streams. Yes, I would have loved to actually have streamed that on Discord as well. But, you know, as I said, it's been like 15 minutes at the time. Just here a bit, there a bit, and then when I have the time. But yeah, unfortunately, haven't been able to do proper sessions. And also not quite as far along as I would have liked to have. So, I mean, I'd put these things up and then I could walk away, do some stuff in the meantime, come back to it. And the weaver is built, the cheesemaker here is built, and also the outfitter. So we can make winter and summer clothes now. Flour also. So we are ticking up with knowledge as we are just completing gathering stuff, making stuff like flour and hay stacks and all those types of things, I think as well would be. Ah, there we go. I think there's the last stable. And then we can stop getting that notification telling us we don't have enough stable space. So yeah, should be alright. Don't think we're going to lose too many animals. 3 potentially. This goat here, but I think the goat is alright still, not dying yet. It's not middle of winter yet, so yeah, I guess the goat is still alright. Has still full health. Yeah, I guess it's mostly for water and food that they need to actually be in the stables. Okay, and this one's also being built, so that is perfect. The workload, of course, very, very high with everything being built. Still gathering stuff from the mammoths and the stuff we hunted. So that also, hopefully, they're finishing that up soon, and we can just kind of relax a bit, recover, and then get ready for the Copper Age. Because I don't know what's waiting for us in the Copper Age. I have never gotten that far. It'll be very, very interesting to see what that is like. Okay, so we can buy slings. We're not going to do that. We can buy linen. We can buy leather outfits and bows and all those lovely things. How much is the linen? That's 5, but the commission is high, so that'll be like what? Double or 8? Nah. You know what? We can make linen ourselves when I think spring rolls around. Or no, I think fall. We probably have already harvested quite a lot of... What do we harvest? Do we have flax? That's the question now. Surely we do. Oh no, maybe not, because I think the flax we've got out here... Yeah, they haven't actually cultivated this area yet. They are going to, hopefully soon, going to cultivate the flax, and then we'll be able to actually make our summer linen clothes. That'll be marvelous. Alright, stables here, everything looks fine. Yes, we do need more food, but hopefully they are going to bring food here momentarily. There we go, there's the food coming actually. Perfect, and immediately gets eaten. Shame the animals in here, very, very hungry. Alright. So the workload is down again, that is great. Everything looks fine. So we can speed up a little bit, actually. Let's see how things go. Now, what to do. So we can see here, Copper Age, that is next. That is what we are going to grab now. And then that will allow us to do fruit tree domestication. My word couldn't say fruit tree domestication. So then we'll be able to cultivate a whole bunch of trees. And I love that. I want to... grow pear trees, cherry trees, service trees, and chestnuts, and actually plant that in the riparian zone. Kind of like a bank stabilization, but at the same time also it would be a great way to actually have fruit and stuff right there close to our settlement. So we're going to, when we grab copper smelting, we're immediately going to go for fruit tree domestication, and then I guess cattle domestication as well, and donkey domestication if we can then also. Alright, so... No idea how much that is going to cost. We'll find out momentarily. Now, there are some donkeys here. I'm wondering whether I should perhaps do that immediately. Right, so you say regarding cheese, it's just for increasing decay time of milk, no real benefit of making cheese beyond that, and getting tech points. Yeah, so I think the getting tech points, that'll be a great way, or great side effect of having a cheese maker. But also, I mean, it was extremely significant, the making of cheese, making the milk stay longer. So if we're looking at settlements like in the agricultural revolution era, or time period, cheese, or the making of cheese, was one of those major accomplishments where up until then, you know, you could have milk and then you could make the milk, you could use the milk and stuff like that, but the milk eventually goes sour. And now the cheese, and I mean, it's so weird to think that you've got back, you got the lactobacillus or whatever you put in the milk actually creates a fermented thing, and then you make cheese with it. Like, I don't know, the person that came up with cheese, or the culture that came up with cheese, that's just amazing. Amazing to take those leaps there and go, okay, you know what, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and now we've got cheese. And I think initially people probably thought they were crazy, properly crazy, but yeah, it worked, it worked. So we are going to make cheese for the cultural significance as well. I mean, we are going to be brewing ale, I think, as well later on. Now, not cheese and wine, but you know, maybe not wine with the cheese, so we can have ale and cheese instead of a wine and cheese pairing. So let's see. I think spring is here, and with spring being here, let's grab copper smelting. So fortify a settlement. Oh, you know what? I think we are all right. I think we are all right. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, copper smelting unlocked. Okay, workload is too high. I thought for a moment they would immediately have raiders coming, but no, thankfully not. Now, let's see what else. Of course, fruit tree domestication. That is a very, very significant one. We're going to grab that. We're not going to go for rye domestication yet. We'll grab that before moving on to the Bronze Age, because then we can use the rye for brewing. But we are going to domesticate some donkeys. Donkey! And then it's between the wheel and cattle domestication. Probably cattle domestication, but we're going to give it a bit of time. So, oh, defense. Let's see. Okay, it's just saying. Hostile animals and raiders. During the Stone Age, main threats are wild animals, sporadic bands of raiders. In the Middle Age, things will become more serious, with large bands of attackers will try to destroy your settlement. Highly recommended that you build fortifications and defensive structures. At any time, you can trigger an alert in the defense panel, and people will then run back to the settlement, get the best weapons available, and man the towers. Yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to just get this gathering area. I guess, you know, get in here, and that's fine. We'll have a look. It's just this section of the wall that isn't built yet, and then the bad thing is this entire area is actually unprotected. I shouldn't have done this yet. Oh well, we are here now. It's too late now. So what we are going to do is we are going to chop down some trees. We're going to first harvest some tannins still. Chop down that beech tree there. We'll keep this beech tree here. We don't want, and we'll chop out this oak tree. And that birch we'll chop out. And the chestnut will leave. Chestnut, very, very useful. And that beech tree will also chop out. Okay, so that'll give us a few logs, I think. And you know, maybe we've got an oak tree here and we've got a beech tree here. Let's chop down this beech tree. Right, our workload is extremely high, so yeah. Oh, I know why it is so high. It's because it's springtime. Everything needs to be planted. Everybody is trying to plant some stuff. Alright, and in the meantime, thankfully our food reserve is surprisingly high. Surprisingly high. I think it is quite nice the fact that we've got so many grains also that we are cultivating. So that's fine. That's giving us a lot of flour, a lot of bread, all those lovely things. There's apparently a raw meat over here that still needs to be picked up. That's probably from one of the animals that we've slaughtered. I do suspect another piggy just... Yeah, there we go. There's another piggy that was slaughtered. Wow, an old male. Okay. Wow, this sheep over here has got some massive horns. Wow, that's a proper ram right there. Oh my word. Oh, that's brilliant. Alright, so previously I talked about wild boars and domestic pigs. And I said that domestic pigs, when they are taken to the, if they become feral, if they escape and they go into the wild, they turn into boar-like creatures, or they become more boar-like, more like the ancestral wild boar. And I said, no, that takes maybe not the specific individuals, maybe like in the population, but no, it turns out the actual individuals, if this piggy over here were to become feral, it would become much more boar-like. It would have these tusks really developing, which is not useful when you're a normal piggy, in like domestic pig, but when you are out in the wild, those tusks become extremely valuable. So they start growing those tusks, they become much more scruffy looking as well. So yeah, the actual pigs over here would really become like boar-like, very wild boar-like, wild boar-esque, if I can call it that. Alright, so we do need a few more watchtowers as well. Let's see, how do we go about... Oh, okay, so there we've planted a tree. We're going to plant... no, maybe not there. A cherry tree over there. Yes. Okay, a pear tree. Oh, this is lovely. So technically it does give us an orchard, except it's not quite an orchard. We can't plant any over here. Ah, I would have liked to actually be able to plant a specific tree. But turns out, no, we can't do that. We can, however, do this. Kind of plop down a whole bunch of little squares like this. And like that. And that will plant, that will cause, or that will help us plant a whole bunch of trees all along the riverside here. The idea is we want to have some trees in the riparian zone. That's what we want. We're going to plant a service tree over there. Yes. And maybe a cherry tree somewhere along here. I don't think we can. No. Unfortunately. Alright. Of course, it would be far more economical to actually place a proper orchard. But yeah, I'm going to just plant individual trees. This is kind of like a food forest we are establishing in essence. Alright, so set up copper. Okay, once you have animals and farms set up, food is no longer a problem. And it's more about the fence and metal tech. Yes, so the fence, that is going to be the main thing that we've got to do now. It's just that we've got to decide which trees we're going to chop out. No, that is an oak tree. I'm going to chop out that oak tree. We can't plant oaks, can we? I don't think we can plant oaks. No. Okay, maybe leave the oak. We do need our tannins. So again, it's going to become very, very... how should we say this? The species composition in the forests around our settlement will now change, because the more useful species, the oak trees, for example, that we need the tannins from, that we're going to leave, but the other trees are going to start systematically, probably disappearing, and it's going to be very easy to accidentally have that happen. I'm going to try to keep some beech trees, like this one over here, for example. Going to keep this one around, not completely chop out the non-fruiting trees. Okay, yeah, so we're going to just, hopefully we'll get a whole bunch of trees chopped down soon, and that's going to help us finish up this palisade, and then we can get to work defending this settlement, or this part of the settlement over here. Yeah, everybody's kind of all over the show, doing all kinds of different things, and not really focusing on putting up the, chopping out the trees for the palisades and stuff like that. But that's fine, that's fine. We'll defend ourselves when the time comes. And I'm sure soon we're going to get another notification saying, listen, there are raiders on the way. Okay, so we've got the wheel, and we can technically get, or we can get the wheel, but that's not going to be useful now. Fruit trees, great stuff, and then copper smelting. Oh yes, Johan, you also mentioned set up copper and later tin mines and buy ore from traders at this point to quickly upgrade your equipment, mainly axes, pickaxes, and bows. Oh, speaking of bows, when do we get those nice bows? There we go, the composite archery. That's in the Bronze Age. Okay, that is still some ways away. Now we do need copper mines as well. So if we look around, here we've got flint. That's not what we're after. We are after, oh, that's iron. Okay, that's tin. There we go. There is copper right up here. We're going to have to build production. The flint mine over there. Where do we get the copper mine? That's flint. Oh, there we go. Metallurgy. There we go. Of course. Copper mine. I'm going to place that over there. What does it cost? 6 logs. Oh, my word. Okay, as if we've got logs to spare. But I love the fact that the copper over here actually is already bluish, greenish in color. That is what we call the patina. P-A-T-I-N-A. That's when copper actually rusts or oxidizes, comes in contact with oxygen, and it becomes copper oxide, and that is that bluish greenish tint. The same you see on the Statue of Liberty, for example. That is the patina. Used to be copper, copper color. It is a copper structure, and it used to be copper colored, and then over time it became this color. But as far as I recall, that was actually the idea. The idea was that it would become this color. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's beautiful, beautiful. I like copper that has that patina over it. It's beautiful, absolutely stunning. Oh, that's why nothing's happening. I've paused the game still. Alrighty. Might have unlocked building for automatically replace your sledges and carts. Unlock the building. What is that? That's transport. There's a sledge. Let's have a look here. Metallurgy. Pit furnace. That's not necessary yet. Charcoal, but not necessary yet. Bloomery, no. Blacksmith, no. Okay, I see there's also a lovely storm brewing. Oh, I wonder whether it's the workshop. Johan, is that what you're referring to? The workshop that makes miscellaneous tools? Or is there something else that I'm missing here? Okay, in terms of storage, we still got the granary and stuff. Residences, we still have stables. Yeah, we need to get masonry before we can upgrade our houses. But that is going to be a while away still. That is right over there. So we need 20 to actually unlock the Bronze Age, and then I guess another 10 to unlock masonry. So it's still going to be a while before we get to that point. Okay, workload is still too high. Workload is always too high. My guys must just get used to working very, very hard for me. We don't have any problems, I think, with food. No, the food is going... Oh, that was a lovely lightning strike up there. Lovely, lovely lightning strike. Alright, I also see, Johan, you mentioning each mine should have around 100 to 115 ores inside. No secondary material, but each ore needs 1 pickaxe use. So keep automatic production of best pickaxes. Limit of 5 is okay. Okay, so let's see here. We're going to... I think flint pick is the best one I've got thus far. So we're going to go for that one. And let's see. Limits. Manage. Limits. Pickaxes. That's access. Pickaxes. So we're just going to change that to... Let's make it 5. I do think I need... Yeah, I'll need more flint momentarily as well. So let me... Also, because this is a flint mine here, right? Yeah, flint. Okay, so... I love the fact that you've got this flint mine here. Basically, this area right there would be where there is the correct rock, like chert, for example, to actually make stone tools with. Now, when I did my practical here for my nature conservation course, oh no, 10 sheep have contracted a disease. Oh man, okay, and there's no medicine we can give them to heal them. This is just automatically the health ticks down, and each one gets a random time that they're going to be diseased, and if their health runs to 0, they die. Alright, but anyway, back to the flint over here, to the flint mine right over here. When I did my practical here for the nature conservation course, in the area I did my practical at, there are lots and lots of very old stone tools, and a lot of them were made with chert, which is a metamorphic sedimentary rock, as far as I know. So basically laid down very, very fine sediments, silt and clay that got laid down, got compressed, got compressed, extreme heat and pressure, changed it into chert. Now that chert, you don't find lying all over the place. You find them in specific bands. And this flint mine here most likely represent like a chert band that you would then mine and mine and mine, and eventually it would run out. Alright, but it's not all over the landscape. It's just you mine this chert band over here. Chert, C-H-E-R-T. Let's actually, no, not storage, I want to go for production. Let's actually get a flint mine up here as well. Did I build here? I don't think I built one here to this side, did I? No, I never did. No, I didn't. Okay, great stuff. Ah, trader has also arrived. Let's see. Oh, wow, you've got a cart now with a donkey. Oh, that's marvelous. Let's see, what have you got for us? We could get the wheel. Technically, we can get the wheel already. Now, this one doesn't have any... Oh, it's got 7 copper ore. Okay, let's see whether we can get the wheel first. That's very expensive. Oh, that is very expensive. Okay, I'm going to go for that. And we're going to go for a whole lot of skins. You know, we've got the wool outfit now. But we definitely need a bit more skins, I guess. Okay, at the risk of my people dying when winter rolls around. I've spent a lot of the skins. We'll put a few sickles in there. What else have we got that we can actually give? Not much. Like, sure, we can get rid of some of our male piggies. We've got lots and lots of males. Lots of boars. You know what? 4 of those. Let's give some of our rams over here. Yeah, 2 we'll keep. And oh, we are very, very close. Okay, great stuff. So 7 there. This costs 3 for the ore. Let's see, what else can we give? Skins? No, you know, skins we're going to use for skin outfits, so that's no. There, okay. 352 we need to get to. 5 more needed. That will be 1 of what? Technically a flint pick, but I'm not going to give that away. Not flint either. Yeah, you know what? This. And then we'll give 1 dry fishy away as well. That's fine. Alright, there we go. The sheepy has died of disease. Now, are we going to eat the sheep? That's the question now. I don't know whether we can now eat the sheep. I think the sheep is dead and gone. Yeah, I don't think we can eat the sheepy. Okay, but we've got the wheel. We've got the wheel. Oh, I see, Johan, you did mention that we can sell some more of the male animals. Yes, yeah, so we've got a few males left. That is perfect. We do need... Oh, that's an old male sheep. Okay. Let's see, have we... Oh, we did get the... We can actually get donkeys. Donkey! The donkey is not going to be that useful now. We've got the wheel, yes, but we don't have carts yet, do we? I don't think so. Oh, we can get a cart. Ooh. We can get a cart. Now, we do need the donkeys. The donkeys are very, very strong, so that's why they were almost said cultivated, domesticated. And, of course, also occur in generally quite tight-knit family groups. So if you can tame a whole bunch together, they would stick together. Becomes a little bit... It's easier to domesticate some of the animals, at least, that form groups, like donkeys in this case, rather than loosey-goosey little associations. Okay, we've got... That's one of our goats. Okay, so I think let's come and get these donkeys. 2 females? No, 3 females. Wow, okay, 3 females. I don't know what... No, we're not going to hunt the donkey. We're not going to hunt the donkey. No. I was like, you know what, we may as well, but I'm like, no, that's just evil. You know, like, that's not very ecological, is that? No, it isn't. Alright, you guys, low health, but I don't think you're diseased anymore. I think you are fine. I think you're going to survive. You're going to make it through? I hope so. Some of your people have no light clothing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, we do need more leather outfits. Ah, shame. Okay, so some of my people are going to be unhappy, I think. That's also alright. That's also alright. Let's see, usually 15 mineable ores on top of the deposit, and for the rest 100 you have to build mine shaft. Build the mine shaft on the fresh mine, the 15 is added. Okay, so that's good to know. So for a moment there I thought, oh no, I've lost the top ones here on the flint mine and the copper mine, but I'm glad that was not the case. The workload is quite high, but it's not in the 200% anymore. It is acceptable. Wow, the dryers haven't been used in a while yet. I don't think we've got a lot of meat coming in at the moment. Amka is very unhappy. I don't know why Amka is so unhappy, but she's going to the totem. That's fine. Oh, I think Amka is unhappy because she doesn't have any clothes. Amka? Where's Amka? Amka? Amka's got the skins outfit, but not the leather outfit. Yeah. No leather, no summer's clothing. So she's like, I am overheating. I am unhappy. This one over here as well. Oh, there we go. Going to go get a leather outfit. Good, 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 good. Please do that. And our crops are doing very well. Oh, what have we got? Are these... Oh, that's the traders' animals going again. Oh, I was like, why on earth is there this mass migration of piggies and sheep? But that explains that. Okay, and a goat. Okay, cool. Well, we got something. We did get some things there. That is marvelous. And now we don't have to spend any knowledge points on getting the wheel. We can just focus on getting cattle domestication and perhaps rye domestication, but perhaps not rye domestication this evening. Perhaps just cattle domestication. Alright. I'm not sure whether you guys can hear the dog next door going crazy for no apparent reason. Hopefully not. The dog is being very annoying this evening. Constantly barking in the background there. But yeah. Alright, so let's see what else we can do. Let's speed up time a bit here. Our leather outfits, 44. We have, again, 58 people. So, yeah, I should not have sold so many leather outfits. I should have sold more skins outfits. Okay, maybe I should just change. Okay, lots of bread. 500 bread we have accumulated thus far. Let's just change the outfits here to 125%. 125% of our population. Yeah. Although now it won't be necessary as much. Once we have our wool outfits and our linen outfits, we don't need the leather outfits anymore or the skins outfits. Because they're just going to be poor quality, poorer quality at least, than our linen and stuff. Bitter veg is ready to harvest. I don't know whether we actually grew flax. I don't think the flax fields were really cultivated. Like, we've got some flax here, but that's it. Well, that's kind of sad and not what I was hoping for. We just cultivated everything else, I guess. You know what, that's also fine. That's also fine. Let's see, let's collect fruit here. Just in case people are feeling bored, they can come and pick some berries. Since already have wool, slowly replace them completely. Yeah, you are talking about it right now. Yes, I did. So I was thinking about, you know, maybe I should actually shift over to some of the better clothing. Now, we haven't been attacked in a while, which I'm kind of thankful for, considering that, you know, we don't have a wall up here or anything along those lines. We don't even have any logs. The people really haven't been chopping the trees. They've just been farming, I guess. And doing all kinds of other things rather than actually chopping the trees. The children, thankfully, are actually harvesting fruit. You know what? What is our... We do need to produce more axes, I think. I think so. So let's actually set a limit for that as well. Limit axes. You guys are down here. Let's also make that 5. So that we always have axes available. Okay. Another human has joined the settlement. Now we are 1 away from our total population limit. Which is fine. Which is marvelous, actually. The flax fields are so far from your houses, you would have to micro those. Or get more people with houses on that side of the river. Or just place the farms closer. Yeah, I was thinking maybe I should actually grow some flax over here. I think that'll be great. I think that's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is, let's plant flax over here. Not over there. Let's try... there are some fields here, but not great. I want more. Yeah, that's good enough. Those are some fields at least. Okay. Great stuff. Okay. Let's see what else. A lot of flint deposits lying in your village, and those can be picked by hand, so use those too. Also frees up space. Okay, let's have a look here. We've got wool cloth, we've made 10. Marvelous. Let's see, where have we got flint? Let's see. I think I've harvested. I think there was stone around here, which I have harvested. Oh, there we go. What have we got here? That is flint. Let's continue gathering that. Thank you. I think there was stone over here as well that I have harvested. And then, do we have any more around here? I don't think so. I think I've harvested everything on this side. I think so. I may just be blind as a bat at the moment here. Which, you know, that's kind of bad. Blind as a bat because bats aren't blind. Bats actually have excellent eyesight. We just tend to say blind as a bat. But it's actually more like blind as a mole. That would be more accurate description. Blind as a bat. Most bats have amazing, amazing eyesight. I'm sure there would be some that are not great with the whole eyesight thing. But most of them have really, really good eyesight. I'm just checking here to see how many of where I've missed any messages. Always have autocraft for access fishing tools, knives, sickles, pickaxes, etc., etc. And just let's set limits to the micromanagement. Yes. So we'll do that. What have we got here? Oh, this is the rock pile. Oh, those are the copper ore. Oh, that's marvelous. The copper ore lying in little baskets over there. Oh, that's great. Okay. You know what? I do need the flint mine, please, up and running as quickly as possible. That we can get lots and lots and lots of flint for lots and lots and lots of pickaxes. Or lots of little goats running around here. And a megalith we can technically also excavate if we wanted to. Oh, I would love to. Before we end the series, I do want to build a nice big stone circle. So that'll probably be next week. I most likely in the meantime will be... someone died. Did someone die? Yeah, someone died. Thurza. Thurza is no more. I was like, that's a bone-chilling scream. What else have we got there on your Thurza? Thurza, there we go. Leather outfit for someone? Leather outfit, anybody? Anybody that doesn't have your summer clothes? Please come and get your leather outfit right over there. There's a bone sickle and a bone spear as well, for what it's worth. Hopefully someone comes and collects these things in a moment. Okay, we also will have lots and lots and lots of grain coming in, and also lots of hay coming in. You know what, let's actually also build another haystack, because we are going to need those. Let's see, where can we build this? Maybe over here. Yeah, right over there. We'll build. Because now that we've got so many grain fields, yeah, they're going to have a place to store more hay. Let's see, so, Johan, you mentioned now for metal crafting you need a lot of wood, because you want charcoal, which is a wood input, and smelting furnaces and blacksmith. Lots of building ahead. Oh my word. Okay, so we'll see whether we even get to that within this playthrough. May need to revisit it at a later date. Let's see, I want to collect the nuts, thank you. Anybody that isn't hectically busy at the moment, please come and collect the nuts for me. Yeah, okay. So let's speed up a little bit. We are in autumn again now, in fall. So we are going to have winter rolling around soon enough. Let's just again check in the moment, check here. Okay, we've got shelter for 70 animals and we've got 49 animals. Okay, so we can still get lots and lots and lots of animals. Oh, I wanted to check. Did we ever get those donkeys? Yeah, we did. We've got 3 little donkeys. Nice. And the first flint mine is also done. Great stuff. And now we do have our 3 donkeys. All 3 females, so they're not going to reproduce, I believe. What have we got here? That's a little goat. Oh, that's our goat. Okay, and that's our piggy. Okay, that's fine. I was like, are those wild animals coming down here? But no, it wasn't. It was just our tame, our domestic animals coming through. Lots and lots of this copper and flint over here as well. If we need to, we can come to this side as well. Oh, lots of flint over here as well. That's marvelous. Alrighty. This is by far the furthest I have ever been in this game. This is marvelous. I am loving this. We could technically also say mine up here so long, in the copper mine up there, just to get more copper. But the thing is, since we don't have wood yet a lot of wood, we are going to have to, and we'll need carts first before we go and get more wood, I think. We're not going to have the charcoal burning yet or anything along those lines. The charcoal, the making of charcoal usually is done in a furnace, a special furnace that has got, well, it starves the wood of oxygen. Because in the presence of oxygen, wood would eventually just burn to become ash. Maybe some coals or charcoal potentially, but mainly just ash. But in the absence of with very little oxygen present in the air, then it eventually burns slower, I guess, more and cooler, and it actually just forms charcoal that you can then burn later on again. And it's dry, it's great, it's ready to be set alight at a later date. But you have to burn it in more or less, not complete absence of oxygen, but almost absence of oxygen. Because fire doesn't burn if you don't have any oxygen, but if you've got very little oxygen, that's when you can start making charcoal. And you find charcoal burners, especially in more rural areas, you'll find the charcoal burners like quite big clay structures, and the inside it's packed from bottom right up to the top with wood, and then it's burned very, very slowly to form the charcoal. And it's a great way to get rid of some of your potentially invasive species, but also to try and, if you've got bush densification, what we used to call bush encroachment happening, where the savanna ecosystem gets really taken over by woody species, then if you don't want that, if you want more grazing for your livestock or for your game animals, then you can take those trees that you harvest and you can turn that into charcoal, which you can then sell. It's extra income, or you can use it yourself. If you want to have a braai every day, you can do that as well. All right, let's have a look here. The flax not ready to harvest yet, almost ready to harvest, I think. I don't think it's being harvested yet. I think it's going to be soon. Okay, the wool is coming along. There are a few gaps here and there, but not everywhere anymore. When things have settled down a bit, we are going to construct some watchtowers. Okay, we're going to construct them most likely along here, also one up here at least, or one down here. We are going to have them at a few places, few strategic places. Maybe one right up here. We'll probably need that. Now, what do we need for a cart? That is the question now. So let's have a look here. For a cart, 4 sticks, 3 leather, and 4 logs. 3 leather and 4 logs. 3 leather. We don't have any leather at the moment. Alright. So we definitely need to have someone making leather, but nobody's making leather. Okay. Well, all the leather in any case have gone to leather outfits so far. Let's just speed up our time here so we can see what happens next. Okay, let's see. Jan also mentioning that it's why you don't want metal sickles and knives, because you need those constantly and you would deplete your ore extremely fast. This way you need only axes, pickaxes, and armor. No need for melee weapons. Ah. Oh, the trader is back. Okay, thankfully no technology for sale this time around. There is a male sheep. Now I think we only have female sheep. So we may want to grab that. Okay, so we may want to grab that. I think we'll probably use the skins outfits for that. Let's just quickly check here. Manage, stats, sheep. Okay, no wait, we've got 20 sheep. Yeah, that's there. So the question is, how many... Oh wait, I can see there. I can see here. Okay, so how many sheep have I got for sale? Technically 4. 1 adult male and 3 adult females. I guess the other ones are either young or they are too old. Alright, so we are going to buy another ram and we are going to buy some ewes as well, I think. I think that's what we need. One up here, there, and okay, 192. Now we've got 60 people at the moment. So we can at least sell those 13. Oh, the skins outfits. Oh, the skins outfits are now useless. Ah. Well, that sucks. I was relying on the skins outfits now being valuable still, but no, the skins outfits are useless. Ah, poo. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just not going to trade. I mean, you can keep your little sheepies. I don't need those. I don't need that. No. You know what? What I'm going to do is... you know what? I'm going to buy 1 ewe. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do. Thank you for that. Yo. Exorbitant prices here. So yeah, skins outfit. Yeah, it's worth like 1 one value now. One trade value, so that's very low. Not great at all. Okay, we can just double check. I just want to double check everybody's got accommodation. Yes. Okay. We've got 58 people, 60 houses, 50 animals that need shelter, and 70 shelter for them. That's great. Okay. Let's carry on with time. Winter is almost upon us. The workload finally is dropping down a bit. And I think the things they couldn't harvest, they're all gone. Oh, the animal has gone extinct, the woolly rhino. There are no more woolly rhinos. That is sad. Okay, so I guess next up we'll have things like the woolly mammoths also disappearing, the cave hyena, the cave lions maybe as well. A whole bunch of stuff disappearing. Yeah, there's very little animals here. What happened? There's a wolf here. Yeah, that's a wolf. There's another wolfie there. And there are some wild donkeys still. There's a boar, okay. Whatever, I forgot. Oh, cave lions are still around. Okay, so they're still hanging on. There's a few of those around. I don't think we'll find any mammoths anymore. I think they're all gone. I really think they're all gone. There are very few animals around at the moment. There's an ibex still. There are some, what have we got here? Mouflon. Yeah, Mouflon still. Sure. I know, very few animals. What have we got? That's still an aurochs. Wow. Okay, so the aurochs are still hanging on. Barely, I guess. Because, I mean, there's one aurochs there and no other ones. We're probably going to find feral cattle running around all over the place soon instead of the aurochs. Anyway, let's head on home again. And let's see what the next day brings. Let's see, at this stage, you say, Johan, bows are the main export for you, so set them to 150%, and they will be the main export till the end of the game, but they must be the top type you can make. Okay, so let's set the limits. I think my bows, okay, okay, we need that. Okay, great stuff. Yeah. Okay, so, and then I think, yeah, bows are automatically being created still. Yes. Okay, so the leather outfits will be replaced by the flax outfits eventually, the linen outfits eventually. Or are you cultivating chickpeas at the moment? Chickpeas are actually quite cool. So we'll have a look, I'm sure again, if I remember, we'll have a look again at the chickpeas when they are actually growing and they've got their little pods there. Because they're quite cute. That is... well, I say cute, but they're quite... Oh, there we go, the mammoth is also now extinct. Shame. They're quite cool, the seed pods there. But we'll chat about that in a moment because, wow. I have grown chickpeas, or tried to. It went alright. Didn't get a lot of chickpeas. Wasn't worth the effort to grow it. Not in our little patch that we grew it in. You need a proper field to get enough chickpeas to make it worth your time. But with the chickpeas there, I did find something that was really, really fascinating. And I'll tell you about that if I remember with the chickpeas when they actually are fruiting. So if I forget, please do try. Bread has decayed. Yes, that's fine. I've got enough bread. Got 32 bread left. Hi, that rhymed. I don't even know. Oh, I'm gonna buy a 1U. That's all I'm gonna do. I didn't even realize that rhymed. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Let's see then. Wonder what the land would look like if mammoths and other large herbivores never went extinct. Would be like areas of Africa that still have them. So there is a theory that with the mammoth steppes in particular, with the mammoths going extinct, the area may have become a little bit more wooded than they naturally would have been. But then again, as the climate changed, as it became warmer, trees did start to dominate, and the mammoths really relied on more open plains in the first place. So as trees started to become more abundant, they actually started becoming a little bit less. As far as I recall, there was this climate-driven habitat shift that caused them to really just start dropping even more than they already were dropping. That, along with the warmer temperatures, along with hunting by humans, all of these things just resulted in them disappearing, unfortunately. I thought for a moment a watchtower decayed, but no, it wasn't a watchtower that dropped down. That's fine. I think a tree got harvested. Finally they're harvesting the trees. So with the mammoths disappearing, I think what we found most likely that you now have perhaps a bit more trees because, I mean, mammoths, they would have rubbed up against trees. They would have pushed over some trees. So they would have had an influence. They are a typical mega herbivore where they have an impact, a major impact on the environment. And so most likely became a little bit more wooded. But I'm not sure. I mean, they were definitely ecosystem engineers. An ecosystem engineer being a species also that influences what the environment looks like, or the ecosystem looks like. So yeah, I don't really know how everything changed. Would it be amazing to have seen, or to compare the current day versus what it would have looked like now if there were still mammoths around? Yeah, assuming they acted like elephants, they were very similar to elephants in many regards. I mean, big, pachyderm, thick-skinned animal, more grazer than they were mixed feeders, as far as I recall, grazing on grasses and forbs and dandelions and stuff like that. May have eaten bark, but not really great, well adapted for that. Because, I mean, with modern-day elephants, they've got those straight tusks that you can use that to scrape bark off trees. But with the curved... Okay, we survived the winter, that's great. But with the curved tusks of the mammoths, they would battle to actually get that done. So they wouldn't be able to do that as spring rolls around here. And suddenly the workload is 190% again. And there's a storm. Of course, there is a storm. Okay, we've got lots and lots of food stored away. That is magnificent. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's just quickly check here. How's people's welfare? 72%. That's alright. That is alright. I don't think we've got a lot of people buried. There are some people that died. I did notice they stopped giving us notification that people died. They just kind of, okay, another one dead, another one dead, another one bites the dust. But yeah. Right. So, let's see. Did trees become more abundant because there were fewer woolly mammoths knocking down trees? Or did tree growth outgrow what they could knock over? So, most likely with warmer temperatures, and I'm not sure whether there was a rise in CO2 levels also at that point in time, because if there were, that would have favored the trees over grasses. So, the current modern day era, with the increase in CO2, what we are finding in savanna ecosystems is that, oh my word, I saw there was a lightning strike right over here, and notification down there, dog has been struck by lightning. Oh, wow. Okay, we're just going to butcher this one. Because, waste not, want not. But sheesh, this poor little doggy just minding her own business and then struck by lightning right there. I saw that lightning strike. I'm like, sheesh, that was close to home. And turns out doggy is dead. Struck by lightning. That's a random occurrence there. But yeah, so with modern day era, with the increase in CO2 levels, trees are actually favored. And if you have a ranch or a reserve or so, it becomes sometimes a big battle to try and maintain the grass to tree ratio, with trees potentially outcompeting grasses due to that increase in CO2. That favors their method of photosynthesis. So, not sure whether there was also that increase in CO2. Oh, I remember now. I must probably make this high priority. Yes, please. My flax field over here must become high priority. So I'm not sure whether that there was also higher CO2 levels. Could have been, but I don't think it was. I think it was pretty much straightforward. It was just that the ice sheet started melting, and as a result, the habitat that the mammoths depended on, and all those bigger animals depended on, that started disappearing. Now also, with an increase in temperature, your larger creatures, they struggle. Because they have a major advantage in cold climates. They don't lose as much heat relative to the heat that they are producing, so they can stay nice and toasty. But if you've got a warm climate, then that large animal starts suffering a bit. Especially if they've got a shaggy coat, a woolly coat like the woolly rhino and woolly mammoth. Then they really would have just died out eventually in any case. That's quite sad. Yeah. Let's see. Johan, you mentioned that last week's stream you spoke about wood trails for mammoths when searching for one. Yes, so that was also assuming then that mammoths would have also made these trails going through a forested environment or a wooded environment, which they most likely would have. I mean, you could assume they would, because mammoths do follow certain trails, and it's easy for them to push over a small tree and just open up a gap. But also mammoths, if they were anything like modern-day African elephants, they can disappear like that in a very, very tight forest. Like I've seen in dense woodland, I have seen elephants, almost said mammoths. I've seen African elephants, like they're walking and you see this wall of trees and they just slip between them and they're gone. And it's possible that as they do that, as a whole herd moves through there, their trampling would, compact the roots there. They would suffer, the trees would suffer, the trees would eventually die. And over the eons, because, elephants, they do love traveling from this way to that, and they have a memory of where they need to go for food and water and stuff like that. So I think it is reasonable to assume that they would have preferred certain highways or certain paths, and that would have opened up the system. So in Polyolithic, yeah, I was looking for a mammoth highway, as I call it, because I'm sure they would form little trails. So, yeah, they could push over trees, most likely, but it is, yeah, they would have battled with the heat. The heat most likely would have been a more significant impact, or would have had a more significant impact on their disappearance than hunting by humans potentially, and even increase in tree density as well. All right. Let's see. Johanny also mentioned food decaying is good. Have surplus of food, you can make more houses. Oh yes, I can do that. I was waiting to see with my log situation. Oh, we have got lots and lots and lots of trees that are all over the place here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop out a birch tree here. That oak tree I'm going to harvest the acorns of. And I think, yeah, that is also an oak tree that we can also keep. That's also an oak tree, also going to keep that. This beech tree we are going to chop down, and we're going to put a house over here. This birch tree we're also going to chop down, and also going to place a house down here. Am I... You know what, no, I'm not going to chop down this one. This one forms part of this clump, this forest clump over here. I want to keep that. I don't want to disturb this little forest patch. So we're going to chop out this tree, and that is going to be it for this. We're going to put a house over there, and that's going to be it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. That is exactly what we're going to do. Alright, of course, the whole time notification workload is too high. Yeah, for the amount of crops that we are growing, I don't think we've got enough people. Not enough adults, at least. Oh, I need coffee. I need to drink my coffee here. Coffee is ready to be drunk. Yeah, very high workload. So lots of things being done here. And then lots and lots and lots of things still to do. Wow. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. My poor people. There we go. Okay. Let's see. We can't hunt the mammoths anymore. We can't hunt the woolly rhinos. We don't get any elasmotherium because apparently they're not on this map. We didn't get muskox. I assume they're also on the northern map. We haven't got feral horses yet. So I think feral horses most likely will come later. I'm guessing. That's iron ore over there. Also rusted. Rusty iron coloration there. Alright, let's see. What's our weapon situation looking like? The picks, we've got 5 picks. We've got 49 bows. Yeah. That's enough for all the adults. Yeah, we've got... How many children do we have? We've got... Yeah, we've got 11 children, so 48 adults, and we've got 49 bows. That's marvelous. I really hope we get some linen this time around. That will be marvelous. Okay, let's see. What other trees can we also chop out? We can potentially chop down that beech tree there. I'm not going to chop down the pear tree. That's an oak tree. I don't want to chop that out either. There's a beech tree we can chop out. There's a spruce tree we can chop out. So there are a few trees we can harvest in this area. Alright, there we go. Oh, there's our donkey. The donkey is all grown up now. Marvelous. Okay, now the workload is even higher. Shame. My poor people. With all those farms, you could probably support 100 people easily. Wow, that's good to know. Hello, Cinnamon. I see you. Hello, Cinnamon. Do you want to say hello to people? You want to say hello? Let's say hello, eh? Oh. Mm-hmm. Yes. Say hello. Okay, there we go. So, Cinnamon is here again. Cinny, hello. Hey, girl. Cinnamon. Yeah. Say hello. Yes. Yes. Say hello to everybody. Okay. You're going to go down? Okay. She wants something to eat, so I'm just going to give her some dinner. Come, Cinnamon. There There we go. Okay. Cool. Now that Cinnamon has popped in for the stream, I was waiting for her to pop up, or I figured she would most likely appear at some point or another, and there she was. Okay, so in terms of food, we are still 100% there, actually 150% or 200% there. Animals are going crazy. We've got lots and lots and lots of animals. That is perfectly fine. Do we have any animals in this general vicinity to hunt? Doesn't look like it. There's what? There's a wild donkey. We do need a male. There we go, there's a male. May as well go capture that. That's fine. Then at least the donkeys can breed. We can get more donkeys. That'll be marvelous. Okay. Where are you going? You're going to go... No, okay. I thought you were going to go chop a tree, but no, you're just going to flop down the sledge there and then run away. Run away from responsibilities. New human has joined the settlement. Now we are officially 60 people, and we are right at the carrying capacity there. So maybe we could build another house here, but I don't want to. I want to build a house this side, on this side of the river. Let's see if we can perhaps build one around here. Yeah, we can. Going to build one over here, and we're going to make this a high priority. Oh, raider attack, raider attack. Okay, so here they come. Of course, they are coming the same way they were earlier. Luckily, I have got 2 watchtowers over here. Now we must get ready. Okay, so let's just get everybody with weapons to actually come and gather over here, please. Please. Alrighty, let's get ready to rock and roll. Where are they? Ah, there they come. Okay, so they're all around here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. We are possibly going to lose someone, but let's hope not. Let's hope not. Okay, so who else have we got? We've got a whole bunch of people gathering over there. I don't think there's anybody coming from that side. They generally just come from one side. Now let's just tell you, come to the side, please. I think someone is... Well, they're being attacked and they are busy dying, hopefully, as well. Come on. Okay, get rid of... No, come on. Get rid of that person there. That's one dead. That should be another one. And let's get rid of that one, and this one, and this one, and this one. And that's what you get. I think that's everyone. Yeah. Yeah, there was everybody. Well, that went well. Yeah, well done everybody, and we didn't lose a single person. Well now, that is lovely. You know what, you can go and pick up that, thank you. What other stuff have we got? We've got... What is that weapon there? Oh, flint axe. Oh, please, please, you know, go and pick up their weapons so we can actually use it. Yes. Because what's the point of being raided by them if we don't take their weaponry for ourselves? Oh, that's a copper spear as well. Oh, nice. Let's see. During attack, people run to the gate that is nearest to enemy direction. So you want to have gates on that side too. Oh, also towers and platforms in directions of attack are automatically filled too. Okay. Well, that is good to know. So my people probably would have run inside here. Yeah, 2 people at least would have run inside here. Listen, there's still something to collect here. I would like you... Oh, well, fine. Go pick that up for me, please. Oh, that's a copper axe. Oh, that's proper. We want to collect... There we go, that. A flint axe. Okay, that's what that was. I think that's... Yeah, those are all the tools that they left behind. Brilliant. And since this is one of the enemy attack routes, you want to fortify that side more. Some later attacks can have 30 plus raiders with armor and shields. Oh, okay. So we're going to probably have to build some watchtowers up here as well, if we can. Let's see. Defensive watchtowers. Yeah, we're going to build some watchtowers up here. So we'll build 2 up here. Just so that we have got that as well. Some people don't have no light clothing again. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's bad. Now, we hopefully will have some linen coming in. This is chickpeas. Oh, yes. Before I forget, there we go. Almost forgot. Almost forgot. Chickpeas. Ah, yes, we can see it. So when you look at chickpeas like this, right, you see all these little green pods at the top here. That's inside there, you'll find 1 chickpea. I'm not sure whether there are more chickpeas, but in our ones that we grew, we only found 1 chickpea, which is like, that's sad. Like you can see here on this one plant here, we've got like 10 or so little chickpeas per plant. And that's kind of sad. But anyway, so that's why it's not worth our time to go and grow chickpeas, although maybe in future I will try again in more fertile soil. But with the chickpeas, with these pods at the top here, what you may not know is that if you were to look closely at them, they've got a whole bunch of little hairs. And at the end of those hairs, they've got a liquid that oozes there, or that collects there. And you would think, oh, that's probably dew, right? Or like some kind of little water droplet. It's not. It's actually a type of acid that accumulates there. And if you've got a wound on you and you actually rub up against these green chickpea pods, it does sting a little bit. But more significantly, if you actually lick it, it tastes sour. You can like taste the acid that is there. It's amazing. And if you walk through this with your clothes, right, and you get a whole bunch of that acid stuck to your clothes, and you then wash your clothes, what happens when acid mixes with water, it results in this hectic reaction. And you can even have holes burnt into your jeans and stuff like that through the acid on the jeans reacting to the water that you're washing it in. It is so strange, but yeah, you can have your clothes being worn down by the chickpea acid on their pods, which is just like, nobody, you don't know this. When you're growing chickpeas, you go, oh, cool. And then you feel the sticky, sour liquid on you, and then later on you realize, oh no, you've got holes in your clothes because of the chickpeas, the acid there, eventually mixing with water and burning into there. Thankfully, we didn't lose any clothes, but I have heard of people like the proper chickpea farmers that walk through these fields the whole time. That accumulates a lot of acid. And then if you then wash your clothes, yeah, that happens. But yeah, chickpeas, really awesome. I love eating chickpeas. And yeah, it's just that we haven't had a lot of luck with growing them in our garden, unfortunately. All right, let's see. Also, Johan, you mentioned those raiders are the best source of axes, so you don't waste your resources as much on those. But no pickaxes with raiders. Well, imagine like we're going to come and pickaxe your buildings. Ha 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 ha. And thankfully, they only come to axe our buildings. Okay, so these will require logs and stuff like that. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a long time to actually get those towers built. It's going to take a long time. What have we got over here? Oh, it's a sledge with 3 like meat on there for some odd reason. Okay, thankfully Key over here is coming to the sledge. Please go and put the meat on the drying racks. There's no space there, but you know, I would have liked you to do that. I'm just going to change this to high priority so people can please come and collect it. Take the dry meat away. Okay, we've got lots of dried meat here. Yeah, we really have no problems anymore with food. So it does seem as though our tribe has really gone from a hunter-gatherer civilization or settlement to a more settled agrarian or agriculture-focused culture, which is really amazing. As you progress, that is what happens. Now, I just had a look here. We've got a nice little forest patch over here that I'm going to keep intact. Again, remember that this is an ecologically focused building, or settlement, so we are going to leave this little forest patch here for all the birds and the bees and the bugs and the stuff that wants to live there. We're going to have a little habitat for them. Likewise, all these little forest patches over here, all these trees, we're going to keep as such. Okay, so I think, did we ever grow those trees that I wanted to grow? Oh, I did plant here. There's a service tree. Here's a chestnut. Yeah, there's a chestnut. Wonderful. And a cherry tree over here as well. Brilliant. Okay, so some fruit trees were planted. There's another chestnut. It appears to be flowering. Yes, it is indeed flowering. And then there's another cherry tree. Ooh, we can actually harvest these berries over here, the raspberries. Okay, and this time around still no flax cultivated here. What do we need? One more log. One more log we need. Okay, we may want to... Okay, we are chopping down trees on this side. We may want to chop down more trees. Just like 1 or 2 trees more. A birch in the beech and another beech over here. And then leave the other trees for now. Okay, so that meat sledge was from harvesting your slaughtered animal. Villagers love to use sledge to collect everything in one trip. That is one reason to have lots of sledges. Yes. I'm assuming, Johan, that the same works with the carts as well. Or are the carts only for certain things? Can they still gather meat and stuff like that with the carts? Or is it only with sledges that they will go and do that? Yeah, I'm wondering about that. But speaking of which, I think we will need to eventually start making a cart. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Let's get a cart. Yeah. Okay, I know some of my people don't have light clothing. We're hopefully going to have linen soon enough. Actually have 12 copper ore already. That is great. Oh yeah, we still have 59 population. I'm like, oh, we've got 60, but no, we've got 59 because one person died. Shame. I was like, yeah, just like plop down in the middle of the town square. Alright, let's have a look. What was I busy with? I needed wood for something. And for the life of me now, I cannot remember what. Oh, it was probably for the hut. I want to check on the hut over here. Yeah, we just need that one log still. It is a high priority, but we can't build this without logs. So yes, AI for carts is the same as for sledges. That is why it is usually a waste to have too many carts, as they need logs. Oh, okay. And the sledge... Oh, the sledge doesn't need logs. It just needs sticks and leather. Leather being the problem for us at the moment, it seems. I think I should probably make a tanner on this side. Because... we've got tannins over here. So I think maybe I should make production a tannery. Where's a tannery? There's a tanner. Gonna plop that down right over here. And the trader has also arrived. What have you got for us? A copper ore. Alright. For 4. You know what? I've got... what I can give you for 4. I've got lots of grain, you know. There we go. I'll grab that. Ooh! I wanted to still get the logs. Ah, poo. I forgot. That's alright. I'll grab logs next time. I should have gone for logs. Ah. Okay. Let's see. Johanna also mentioned that, honestly, with your playthrough, there was practically no situation when you needed a cart, except some megaliths or other mega projects. Okay. Oh, good to know. May as well just build one. I'm pretty sure he'll get some technology points. Yeah, we will get technology points for building one. And then we'll just probably build some more carts later on as well. Do we have skins? Yeah, no, we've got 7 of those. We don't have any skins still. Just want to check here. Okay, things being made, yes. Okay, we've got quite a lot of wool outfits. That's great. So then what we can actually do is we can stop making skin outfits altogether. Yeah, we don't need those. We definitely don't need those. Stop using the skins for that, please. What I wanted to do is check here. Skin outfits. Please, no more. We can have one just for fun. And that's going to be it. Because we can't sell those anymore, so it's like no point in having them. Really, I think, anymore. Except as a backup for when we don't have enough wool outfits. But we'll have, again, for quite a while still, enough wool outfits. So we're heading into... yeah, we're heading into autumn now. And then we're going to use those outfits again. But we've got quite a lot of wool outfits already. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Okay, so I see they say that the carts last 5 years instead of 3 and keeps their horses without need of stables. Oh, they still reproduce even when working with the cart all here. Okay, so when we've got the cart here, I'm assuming that the donkey will just kind of be attached there. That's cool. Let's make this cart a high priority. I want the cart built as soon as we can. Okay. Let's speed up time a bit until something exciting happens again. Might as well gather berries. The workload is quite low. Now that we are heading into fall, it's going to drop down even... oh, no, never mind. It's going to increase again. This hut is being built. Finally, a hut is being built on this side. Okay, so now hopefully we'll have some people actually staying here. And hopefully that will help with the flax being cultivated over there. Also would like to build another house. So let's actually just quickly check here. Residence, another hut. I think over here. Let's just change it to actually face the other one. There we go. And we'll also make this a high priority. Interesting that the hut only needs one log. It's like, yeah, one log, a whole bunch of sticks, some thatch, and mud. And voila, we've got a hut. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Finally, we've got 10 linen that have been used, or that have been produced. No linen outfits been made yet. Okay, let's see. Cart still being produced. Oh, it's being built. Finally, the first cart is being produced. With a wheel, or 2 wheels, obviously not a wheel. With 2 wheels. There we go. A knowledge point. And here comes the donkey. Donkey! Ah, where are you guys going? You're going to get a log. Yay! Oh, this is cool. Okay, we've got 2 logs being carried. You're going somewhere with that. That is great. Thank you so much. Finally, a cart. And of course, they use a bridge to cross the river. That's marvelous. I just need to take Cinnamon's, or bring Cinnamon's food up again. Before Memphis or one of the 2 doggies decide, you know what? Cat food or Cinnamon's food sounds lovely. Okay, lots of straw. A lot of things that we've gathered a lot of now already. Now, we're not going to go to the next age yet. We're going to do that next time. Because we definitely need to build our defenses first. Oh, that's what you are busy building. Hey, guys, you're busy building the watchtowers up here. And, you know, just leaving the sledges as it is. Yo. Okay, so a sledge is no longer usable. But we got these are normal bison, right? Yeah, normal bison, not the ancient bison anymore. Just normal bison. Okay. Now, at this point, I don't think we're going to go hunting anymore. I think we've got so much food production going on that we don't need to go hunting anymore. I mean, look at that. We're on 450 food, I think, at the moment. That feels a bit excessive. It really does feel a bit excessive. I think we can probably afford to lose some of these fields here. I think the emmer here we're going to remove. And we're actually going to plant flax over here. Yeah, I think that's what we are going to do. Yeah, just like that. There's a nice flax field. They'll hopefully grow it soon. And I see we have got a trader here again. Hello, trader. Let's see, you've got flint axes. You don't have any logs for us. No. You've got a male sheep. Nah, we don't need that. And you've got copper ore. Now, I'm not going to buy copper ore at the moment. We are still fine. We've got copper production starting up. And you know what? It's still fine for us not to have that shame. This poor Zamigor over here. This man just carrying a log up. Never mind the fact that there are 2 sledges up here just wasting away up on the hill. Poor old Zamigor has to carry it up with his bare hands. He's a proper Stone Age man. Alright, let's see here still. Oh, I see, Fire, like you say, you caught your small dog going, doing contortions to reach the wet cat food they had on the cat tower. Oh, like we had in this past week, our Dachshund went and climbed onto the desk here. Because my chair was, I forgot to take my chair away from the desk, and she climbed onto the desk, climbed onto the climbed on my chair, climbed on the desk, and ate the cat food, Memphis's food that was in his container, knocked the food down, and then ate it on the ground. But while she was up here, doing all kinds of nonsense, she also went into Google and typed. And actually pressed enter afterwards. She typed JJ and the first result with that was actually a Cocomelon song, which I'm like, oh no, really, Lucy, you've got very poor taste, like googling Cocomelon songs here. But it was very funny to come home. It's not so funny to see the cat food on the ground, but it was very. Oh, tick, you say? Ooh, I missed a tick. Oh, it's a rye domestication. Thanks, Yuan. Thanks, Yuan. Right, so we tried to get rye domestication. This is going to be a challenging one to get. We've got a lot of bows. Yeah, we can actually afford that most likely then. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, it was not so amusing to find the cat food on the ground, but it was very amusing to see that while she was up here getting to the cat food, she also typed something and went into Google, typed something and pressed enter. Only couldn't manage to actually play the song. Alright, let's see here. I want that. Thank you very much. There's going to be a lot of bows we need. And then I think, you know what? Yeah, 5 cured meat. There we go. Perfect. Thanks for for mentioning that, Johan. I appreciate it. We now have rye domestication. So this means we can domesticate or we can cultivate rye, and that we're going to use then later on with for the beer production or the ale production, I think. I'm not mistaken. Where do we get that? That is, yeah, there we go, brewing. We can have a brewery going as well. Oh, and then baking with an oven. I guess we're going to bake more bread per flour with the oven. Oh, what are you carrying? Oh, that's the cart. Oh, that's the trader. Okay, I was like, okay, what are my people carrying around there? Okay, it seems this palisade is almost done. We've got this left, this one there, and that is it then. Technically a gap there and there. I don't think they're going to run through here. This is in any case not the heavily attacked side. But I am going to, with defensive, I'm just going to build a gate over here. There, like that. And that is going to be a high priority. Yeah. And then when the raiders attack or come along here, we are going to have them, everybody gathering over here. Hopefully, everybody comes together here then, and we can repel them. That'll be marvelous. Great. I like the fact that we now have raider attacks, and there's a bit of danger now. It's a spicy age. Let's see. Hunting is just for tech points at this stage of the game until the end of it. Okay, yeah. So we really are settled now. We are a proper settlement. That's what we are. Let's see. Number is similar to other production buildings. That was with the... I can't remember with what that one was, Johan. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, keep up with demand. You need approximately 1 outfitter for 50 population. So for 150 population, you need 3. Okay, so we need technically one more outfitter. You know what we're going to do is we're going to do that over here as well. We're going to build, in terms of production, we need an outfitter and we need a weaver. So let's get the weaver over here. And we're going to get the outfitter here as well. Yeah. So then we can make clothes over here with the flax we obtain from these fields as well. That's the idea. Technically have 5 logs stored away still. Oh, we've got another hut built as well. Wow, that is marvelous. So now we technically can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 people living on the side. Ah, marvelous. Interesting the fact that you need to put like houses close to where people also need to work, because it's very similar to the next game we'll be playing. So that will be in 3 weeks' time. Yeah, in 3 weeks' time. I'll be playing Banished then for a bit. And there you also need to kind of have settlements or houses close to where people are working. So we'll keep that in mind then as well. Let's see, cats are computers. We have cats and computers, you say, Johan. You've got lots of funny stories too. Oh, I would love to hear some of those stories. Eh? If not here, then on Discord. Because, oh, cats are very, very entertaining, that's for sure. Dogs also. And I can honestly now also say babies are also extremely interesting and amusing. Very, very amusing. But yeah, cats are fascinating. And with computers, oh my word. Yes, 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 yes. Then also, oven is for more output with lower input. Okay, like 1 flour to 2 to 3 bread. That is marvelous. Okay, so that's later on. That's end game where you can have more bread produced, more food produced per... Oh, there we go. New human has joined the settlement. So more bread per grain input. That's marvelous. Let's see, our haystack here is basically full. We are in the middle of winter. Okay, in the middle of winter and everything is fine. Okay, let's see. Can we harvest any trees? Now, we should be able to chop down some trees to this side. Let's thin them. There's an oak tree. We're going to leave the oak tree. That beech tree we're going to chop. That oak we're going to leave. That beech tree we're going to chop. Yeah. Chestnut we're definitely going to leave. Not going to cut out a chestnut. And another beech tree over there. Okay, so workload goes up a little bit now. Or has gone up. Chop out that birch as well. Okay, that's as many as we're going to chop out now. That's enough. More than enough. I am quite liking our little spread out settlement. I'm pretty sure, Johan, that it hurts your eyes with it being nowhere near effective and you know, well done and structured. But in terms of ecology, I think this is a perfect little settlement, almost perfect little settlement. There's the other haystack. Oh, I think another piggy just got killed. Yeah, there we go, butchering the piggy over here. Yo. Just heard the squeal over there. Alright, let's see. Stables. I want to quickly check in terms of stats here. Oh, we almost need to make another stable. You know what, we are going to do that. May as well do that. Or try to. I'm not sure where we're going to still fit in another stable. Here we can. Let's see, I think around like this. And I think another one kind of over here if we can. There, here we can. Okay, so over there. Okay, 2 more stables. That will be, should be enough. Johan, you're saying it's good. It will be interesting to see how this little settlement fares in the post-Iron Age. I suspect not very well, but we'll see, we'll see. You know, in terms of doing things, if you try to do things in an ecological manner, very often what you end up doing is you're doing things in not as efficient a manner as you would normally do if you're trying to be purely efficiency, but it does make me feel good to have a settlement built in this way. And then of course the same when we are going to build Banished. With Banished, I think there's a greater possibility for us to do very well while still being ecologically orientated, but we'll get to that soon enough. So tonight is the second last stream for Dawn of Man. Next week I will still be streaming Dawn of Man, and the week thereafter I'm away. I'm going to go on a trip with the honours students, and I'll be away unfortunately over the Sunday as well, only coming back on the Monday. And so I won't be able to stream the Sunday. and then I'll only be streaming again this Sunday thereafter. So that will then be banished. It'll be fun to see how I do there, because I haven't played that game in ages either. Alright, let's speed up time again. Let's wrap up winter. I just want to see nothing being carried by the cart here at the moment. Okay, more bread has decayed. That is fine. We've got lots of moldy bread because we've got lots of bread. Oh, there's the donkey. It's just kind of standing there. Oh, great. And there's still a sledge up here, and the poor people are still carrying up the logs up the mountainside. Oh, that needs leather. Okay, 2 leather still needed up there, and 2 logs. 1 log coming right over here, and then there's 1 more log, yeah, being carried again, also by hand. Why are they doing that? Ooh, wolf attack. Okay, wolfies are here. You know, oh, this wolfie is almost dead. And Nozor over here is just like, haha, now you die. There we go. Okay, well done, Nozor. Probably along with the watchtower's help, just defeated that wolfie, kicked its butt. Let's see. Also, you seem to have holes in that palisade right side. Is it just not completed, or are there some parts missing? So, there are some gaps here. And it was when I drew the palisade, I drew it along here, and it just didn't do anything there. So I guess I just have to still build. Let's just see, that's a dog. Yeah, that's a dog, that's not a wolfie. I'd probably still need to just like build a palisade there. And then probably along here as well. Yeah, probably like that. And then I guess over here as well. That's weird they did that. There were no trees there, nothing like that. But it just, yeah, did that for some odd reason. Palisade over here is intact. Okay, so that's good. Okay, we've got a gate there. We've got a gate here. We've got a gate here. So if any raiders were to attack from this side, we've got 3 points that our people can gather at. So that's fine. We've got a watchtower on 2 watchtowers on this side. We've got no watchtowers on this side and no watchtower over here. We still need to do that. I'll get to do that as well at some point. And then on this side, we literally have a gate with 2 watchtowers and 2 up the top here, hopefully being built. There we go. There is a leather coming and another leather. Okay, so these 2 watchtowers will also be done now. That's great. You say you think I've got a low number of sledges and those parked at a hill are just too far to be noticed. Maybe my crew someone to pick them up. Okay, so hopefully, if you guys don't pick this up now, I'm going to tell one of you to pick up the sledge up here. Okay? Okay, the gate just needs to be built still. And then I guess, how's our leather looking? We've got a leather, finally again. Okay, so there's another sledge actually being used. Let's build more sledges, shall we? Yeah, I think. Actually, you know what? Let's build another sledge. Maybe a cart as well. I like the carts. Let's build another cart as well. Okay, so the carts, yeah, they do need logs and stuff like that, but we will get logs momentarily, so that'll be fine. How are you guys doing here with building? Yeah, progressing. Let's speed it all up, shall we? There we go. Oh, someone's coming to build. No, you are going to come and take the sledge. Take it back. There we go. What have we got here? Cave lions. Wow. A whole pack or pride of cave lions here. So, previously, I mentioned that cave lions may have occurred in groups, but, you know, there is no real proof that they did. It's very likely that they actually occurred either singly or in pairs, rather than in packs, or not packs, but in prides like modern African lions do. Interestingly enough, apparently African lions in higher altitudes, in colder areas, they tend to also just occur individually or singly or in pairs rather than in big prides. And that's most likely due to a shortage of food. And it's very possible that the cave lions also similarly occurred individually or solitarily, were solitary, or they occurred in pairs rather than in big prides. But there is at least one cave painting that shows a whole bunch of cave lions, and not sure whether that refers to them actually occurring in prides, but maybe in warmer regions of the distribution range, or whether that is just like someone liked drawing cave lions, so they just drew a lot of cave lions. Don't know. But yeah, it's kind of unlikely that they formed big prides like this. They most likely would have been one or two at a time rather than a whole pride. Alright, 2 watchtowers. The towers of, almost called the towers of Minas Tirith, but it's not the towers of Minas Tirith. But you know, those towers in the Lord of the Rings that are on the mountainside. They weren't watchtowers, they were signal towers, but still. And you've got 2 towers on the hill there, and that is great. But yes, the workload is high, I know. It's because we're in spring, and everything is being planted in spring. Except the flax, apparently. Flax is not planted. The flax should be planted. Everybody is planting it over here. They're not planting it on the other side. Barley is being grown. Emmer is being grown. What have we got here? More emmer. And more einkorn, I think, over there. Yeah, you know what, this is fine. I think we'll be fine in terms, you know, this group. Remove these ones. I would like flax here, please. Please, plant some flax for me. And we'll make this high priority. Okay. Probably not going to plant now, but maybe they do. It'll be marvelous if they do. It's just that the workload is so high that nobody really knows what they're supposed to do. Are you've got wool clothes on. Or linen. Huh? Yeah, wool outfit. That's cool. Okay, you guys are nice and warm. Low stats. Oh, you're sleepy, that's what. Okay. Cool. Nothing else here. Let's just do far fields are prioritized based on distance. Yeah. So unfortunately it seems these flag fields, we can actually just remove them. Let nature come back. These are emmer, and this is einkorn, I think. Yeah, einkorn. We've got what over here? Einkorn. And we've got barley over here. And emmer over there. You know what? I'm going to plant potentially some more flax. Maybe they'll come for this. I know it... maybe they won't, but we'll see. We'll see. Let's plant some flax in a square over here. See how that goes. High priority, please. Okay, perfect. Yeah, workload is high. I know. Lazy bum people. And since every person tends to one field tile at a time, you don't see it yet. Oh, okay. Yeah, so we'll see as they come closer to over here. I guess we'll see that they are actually planting a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, how's it looking here? This is also flax finally being planted over there, and flax being planted over here as well. Okay, good. So, we should get some linen clothes soon enough. We're in spring, we're going to head into... Oh, we don't have enough clothes. We don't have enough leather clothes. Unfortunately. Oh, we really need to also build this. We do need to build these things. We don't have any logs at the moment. They must go harvest logs. Okay, so we'll just wait. Let's see. Let's wait for another raider attack. Looking forward to seeing how it goes when we have another raider attack. We've got enough axes. Oh, we've got 2 copper axes. Oof, wow, that was a close lightning strike. Oof. I'll never forget the closest I've been to a lightning strike. I didn't actually see the lightning strike. It was years ago. I was in a previous house. Hadn't met Nick yet. And I was sitting in the house with my friend. He was in the kitchen. I was in the lounge area with my housemate. And we were just like chatting this way and that. And there was a lightning strike like very, very close to the house. It was like, bah! Right there. Like the flash and the sound was like instantaneous. And just heard this like, poof! Right outside the window. And the next, like, instinctively, I don't know what came over me, but my instinct was not to go yo or anything like that. My instinct was to put my hands in the air and run around the house. Like, I ran like, whoa! Not like with sound, just like put the hands in the air and run around. I don't know why, but instinctively that was my reaction. Like, if there's a lightning strike though, and you have a lightning strike and you start raising your hands, that is looking for trouble. But I was inside the house. But yeah, I was. I'll never forget that one massive lightning strike. There was another lightning strike I'll also never forget, and that was also a little bit after that. I was with a class trip way up in the northern part of South Africa on the border with Botswana. And then a friend and I were like driving to go to my one colleague to go tell him something or to get something from him. And then we were on this high point and we looked out over the plains and this big thunderstorm was brewing. And then you just saw like 3 lightning strikes, doof, 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 in that's exactly the same spot. And we're like, yo, screw that giraffe in particular, because it just like hit doof, 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 in the same spot. Turns out it was striking very close to where our students, their houses, or the campsite they were actually staying at. It was struck right there. It was like doof, doof, doof. They were busy working with pickaxes, digging trenches around their tents and stuff like that. At the moment those 3 lightning bolts hit close to that camp, they were like, oh, hell no. Everybody inside, waited out the storm like sensible people should. But yeah, 2 lightning strikes I will never, ever forget in my life. Alright, so that's enough rambling for me, for now at least. We're waiting for the flags just to pop up. Alright, let's see here. Speaking of lightning, I think there was recently a record of lightning size. Some 600 kilometers in the US. We'll have to check that. That is amazing. 600 kilometers. Like this one massive lightning bolt in the sky. That's extraordinary distance. Yeah, please do check. I'd love to hear about that. And then leather clothes should be swapped for linen soon, but again, you need those weavers and clothers. Yes, so we're hopefully going to get those momentarily. Now, it'll be great if we can then get more leather. Okay, let's see. Workload, yes, I know workload is high. Currently, we are still making leather outfits. Oh, there we go, the first linen outfits. The first linen outfits have been made. So linen being quite breathable. What you do is you take the flax and you whack it, you beat it. And what that will do is that will separate the outer bark from the stems. And then those bark you strip off. And then you have this massive like metal comb that you put through that. And that creates all these strands. And then you take all those strands and you actually weave it into, not weave it, but you turn it into cord. And then the cord you can actually weave as linen. It's a very long process. But man, oh man, I would love to actually weave a piece of linen myself. One day. Like when I'm old and have done everything else in my life, I would like to weave a piece of linen. That's what I would like to do. Or one of the many things I would like to do. Alrighty, let's see. I think we can afford to chop down this 1 pine tree. But we do need some logs as well. What if we've got a lot of cured meat being brought to the granary? That is marvelous. Okay, we do need logs. I don't think... No, we've got no logs whatsoever. Sure, our stick supply is also extremely low. So let's just manage our sticks. Oh yeah, our sticks are set to 40. It's just that nobody's been collecting sticks. What are you harvesting here? That's wild plants. This is sticks. Yeah, technically, it should be 3 people on stick gathering. Anyway, so let's just make it slightly bigger. Make the circle bigger. Okay, dried fish has decayed, bread has decayed, workload is too high. Yeah, I know that. That I am very well aware of. You guys keep on telling me because, oh, look at how unhappy everybody is. Oh, okay, well, you're unhappy because you're carrying Gorin to the burial mound. Shame. Okay, I understand why you are sad. I've got 6 megaliths, but I think I've only got 1 rolling megalith. Yeah. Once we've got enough leather, like we no longer need to make leather outfits. Oh, here comes the trader again. I wonder what you've got for us. We've got piggies, apparently. We don't need piggies yet, but, you know, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you for bringing piggies to us in any case. You are the one that's carrying Gorin. All right, let's see. Ooh, cattle domestication. I guess we're going to grab more technology. And you know what? We're going to grab 4 logs as well. Luckily, this one has low commission, so that is marvelous. Now it is just a case of getting to that. Oof. Yeah, let's do that still. We've got a long way to go still. We've got 30 wool. It's just a case of trying to figure out what is the best to actually put in there. Like, I'm going to put a few skin clothes. I don't think we need as many. It's still nowhere near enough. Oh, we've got enough males here to actually do that. There we go. Okay. Let's take some of the clothes. No, never mind. Let's put some of the clothes back. Another male piggy we can also put in there. There we go. Now it's perfect. And there we go. Oros domestication, or cattle domestication. Alright. Capture wild animals. So now we should be able, if we've got enough stable space. Let's have a look here. Now we've got enough stable space. Technically 2 stables still need to be finished over here. We just need more logs, 4 more logs. We've got the rest of summer and the entire autumn to finish this up. That's fine. That is very fine. Oh, well, we've got a few flax. At least we've got some flax being cultivated. Shame. Oh, not a lot. Okay, let's chop out some... No, not too many. I don't want to chop out all the trees here. That's an oak tree. Birch tree we'll chop out there, and we'll chop out this birch tree over here. Okay, some don't have light clothing. Yeah, I'm aware. Oh, it's summer. I sold the leather. Leather outfit. Okay, so it's better to sell more bows and leather outfits, yeah, because you lack leather, and 1 bow have value of 3 leather clothes, while costing 1/3 of the leather. Yeah, should have thought about that a little bit earlier. I should have, but I didn't. Let's see, we've got 61 people, and we've got 46 linen and leather outfits. It's something, yeah, it's something still. Okay. And hopefully we'll have more linen outfits momentarily as time goes on. We now finally have the weaver over here. We just need 2 more logs for the outfitter, and then we can make some linen outfits on this side as well. Because the flax, at least, is doing a bit better on this side. We've got quite a few flax fields over here. And how about over here? Yeah, here we also have quite a lot of flax fields. This is actually great. Really great that we've got so much flax over here. Because this is going to really help us with our linen production and then with our linen clothes production as well. Perfect. The stick areas might be depleted and not replenishing fast enough. Find more stick areas and flag them too. That is a good idea. We've got 7 sticks. It's building up. It is becoming more again. I think there are lots of sticks usually on this side. There are some over there. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm pointing at the screen with my finger, but there are some sticks over here. So let's make it sticks. And we'll just put 2 people on here as well. There you go. Okay. Perfect. Let's speed up time again and let's see how it goes. Wow. Lots of meat production. That is marvelous. And we've got some leather or some high raw skin being turned into dry skin. And then hopefully also being turned into leather. Our leather is becoming a little bit... Well, it's becoming stable. Okay, that's great. This changes... What? I think it changes skin. Yeah, it's rawhide that gets changed into that. Okay. For some reason I thought it was dry skin that gets turned into leather, but no, it's raw skin mixed with tannins that then becomes your leather. Okay. Dried fish has decayed. Okay. Ah, there we go. 3 leather outfits. Okay, now we're cooking here. And 4 linen outfits. Marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. The outfitter here is also being built. It is built. There we go. Yes. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put you only on linen clothing. Because we've got enough wool outfits, I think, being produced on this side. Because the wool also is on this side. I mean, I'd rather have another outfitter over here focusing just on wool, wool clothing. Yeah. I think like it really is like a mismatch of like everything is just kind of everywhere. But that is how this town has grown organically, with no thought really in terms of from the start, deciding how you want to do it. It just grew naturally. Okay, again, bread decayed. Our food production, I mean, we've got 139 meat, 50 fish, 76 vegetables, 159 grains, 31 bread. Yeah, I mean, we sorted. We are so sorted, it's perfect. Okay, workload lower now that we are heading into autumn. That is marvelous. Soon we'll have to harvest all these things. I think, yeah, let's harvest the flax over here as well, since we can. What have we got here? These are pulses. Okay, yes, that'll be, I think what have we got here? Bitter veg, that's what we had there, and lentils over here. Great stuff. Ah. I love how the town just kind of naturally grew, and now it's kind of almost autonomous. I just, every now and again, build new things, and my people are just carrying on, doing their thing. I can sit back and just watch my little guys scurrying all over the place here. When the time comes, I am probably going to set up a palisade along here as well, or at the very least, actually, we'll have watchtowers on this side. If we've got anyone coming along here, I would like to have some watchtowers. Any raiders coming along here, I would like watchtowers here, and a gate over there as well, and then maybe just a little wall to kind of fence off our settlement from the surrounding wildlands. Let's have a look here. We've got Orochs still, and there is a young male we can actually grab as well. There's a young female and another young female. Ooh. Yes, please. So, I would like to hunt the adults, though. Would I? Not adults, maybe one. There's a bull, there's a cow, and there's another cow. Okay, we're going to take the bull out there. If the cows then also decide to come for us, well, then they're also going to die. But I do believe that was the bull. Yeah, and then we're going to have this one domesticated, this one domesticated, and this one domesticated. We're going to take all the babies here. We're going to leave the two cows alive. They can then mate with another male, another bull, and yeah, then we can have them carrying on as they are meant to. Let's see, practically the resources are placed inside your 3 stockpiles or houses nearby before using any production. So even though you have, some productions on the farm side, riverside, they still travel. So we need to actually put a storage. We've got a storage hut over here. Oh, lots of wool in there. We need another storage hut, I think. That is what we need on this side. Let's place another storage hut. Where will we place you? That is another question. Somewhere we need to... Oh, there we go. We can place you over there. Maybe over here. Maybe over here. Yeah, kind of like this. I think we'll do it like that. Now the storage hut, we're going to make this high priority as well. That will hopefully help us with people traveling this way and that. Because I think this storage hut is full, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's almost full. Almost full. So, yeah. Okay, how are things looking here? Oh, you guys are taking your time. You guys are taking your time to go get the... Oh, ooh. Okay, hunters. Hunters, this way, this way. Please, run. Because you are going to go take on that bull over there. Yeah, okay, there we go. Go take out that bull over there. Sure. Like, the cattle are already so tame, we may as well just kind of domesticate them now. You know what, maybe if I say cancel and I say... Yeah, let's say you. Go and tame this one. Thank you. And you know what, you just go and tame that one for me. Thank you. We've got enough everybody else to hunt the big Oroch there. The bull. That is the bull. Yes, indeed it is. Okay, everybody, the bull has lied down. It is time to hunt it. Yes, there we go. And it is down. Okay, great stuff. The 2 cows, they're making their escape. They're not attacking us. That is perfect. What we're going to do is we're going to just, cancel this and tell this person, you're going to drink. You're basically dying of thirst. This person, go and tame that one for me, please. Thank you very much. And then we'll have our 3 cattle. So I'm sorry, ladies, we have taken away your calves. But you will hopefully now go and find a nice big bull again and do your thing. Has anybody got a knife over here? You've got a knife. You are the one that wants... You're still not that thirsty. Oh, people are slaughtering it. Okay, I thought, that person needs to come and slaughter the bull there. But everything is fine. Alright, let's see. Still, let's see. Also, back to the sticks. Houses used in daily for fuel, which is why you need a lot more with bigger population. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But we're already back to 40 sticks now. So, I guess... Oh, no, it wasn't because we were in winter. Because we're not in winter, we're in fall now. So... I don't know why we're using so many sticks, but a lot of sticks were used, and now we're back at the amount of sticks we can actually have. Fine. Which is perfect. Cows give 2 milk, goats give 1, but cows eat twice as much as any other animal. For the more min-maxing players, cows can be skipped, even donkeys, as you need only horses as the big animals. Okay. Well, that's cool. I would, of course, like to have cattle. So, yeah, we now have cattle. There we go. There's a young female. That's brilliant. Oh, we've got linen lying over here. Interesting. The linen already kind of twisted together as a rope. So this is at the point where the bark, the outer bark, the bast fibers have been removed from the stems, have been brushed and then kind of twisted into these big ropes. And now we can use that to spin clothes or proper linen. That's cool. Alright, let's see. How's our production coming along? 44 wool outfits and 6 linen outfits. Perfect. What I would like now is another outfitter. Okay, so these guys, yeah, they're making wool cloth. We've got 6 wool cloth. Okay. 3 linen cloth. Okay, so these guys are spinning that. Maybe we need another weaver and another outfitter. Another trader. Oh, what have you got for sale? Adult cows. You know what? No, that's 80. No, I'm not going to do that. Am I? Am I not? I don't know. Let's have a look here. Manage stats. Okay, we've got a lot of space for animals. We have got a lot of space for animals, so... yeah, I'm going to grab them. Alright, you guys come with me. Let's see what else have we got. There's no logs. There are no logs. I'm going to grab tannins because why not? And then let's see here. Bows. Lots of bows. And maybe some wool. We've got a lot of wool. More than we need. Yeah, I think... We're just going to do that, and then one grain. That's fine. 276. Perfect. And 2 adult cows as well. Oh, wow. Wow. Now we'll have a lot of milk. Okay, let's see. Maybe increase priority on cloth buildings. Oh, yes, of course. Could help. That could really help. Not the cheesemaker, the outfitter. Thank you. And then also these 2. But not these 2. Where are you guys? There we go. There they are. High priority. High priority. You know, I don't think I'm going to... This one is not going to produce wool. This one is just going to produce linen. It's a specialized one. And then we're going to have one more... What do we call these? Weaver. So production... One more weaver. Where are you? There you are. This weaver on this side that I'm building now... will only be focusing on wool. Just going to chill over here. Going to make this a high priority as well, because we definitely need a lot of wool production. And then an outfitter as well. Also just focusing on wool clothing. Alright. A lot of food decaying as time goes on, but that is fine. That is acceptable. Those are acceptable losses. Alright, let's speed up time again until we get another raider attack, which hopefully will happen soon. We need more tools. Come on, bring me more, give me more tools. Okay, I love the fact that these towers are ready. Now, we just need the raiders to come along here again. Another sledge no longer usable. Wonderful. We've got leather available. So maybe we make another sledge. The sledges, yeah, that requires leather. Cart requires logs. Yeah, so let's make another 2 sledges, right? Yeah, 2 more sledges. That'll hopefully help. The leather, we've got some leather still. Linen outfits, 8 linen outfits, 65 leather outfits. So in terms of outfits, we are fine. Summer outfits, at least, we are fine. Winter outfits, we're technically also fine. With wool outfits and then skins outfits as well. Yeah, we're still fine. So for the next time, you need to set up entire metal production line. Hopefully I'll get the time to do that, but that will be great to have that started. We'll probably have to clear an area somewhere, or maybe along here we'll set up our metal production facilities. Because it will be close to our copper, which is, we've got a flint mine there. There is a copper mine that we can set up here. And then of course we've got the copper mine in the mountains up here as well. So yeah, we'll definitely need to do that. Definitely, definitely. Oh, is it time already? Oh wow, it's 8 o'clock. Oh my word. I didn't even realize it was 8 o'clock already. But yeah, thank you very much everyone for joining me on our little adventure here. It's been a lot of fun and great to have you all with us. And then I'll be back next Sunday again with another live stream of Dawn of Man. And as mentioned, the time thereafter, so 2 Sundays from now, there will not be any live stream. But the Sunday thereafter, we'll be back in Banished then. Yeah, so we'll chat then. And until next time, everybody,